And you say they made it after you placed the moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try and kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The Snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
You said you divined a series of events before our paths crossed. What were they?
I saw the arrival of a stranger, the threat of an enemy, and the return of an old friend. I believe now that you are the strangers, the poachers are the enemy, and the old friends are the Snidgets. I also saw two places tied to these events: the cave with the moonstone and the henge. The latter was bathed in moonlight.
What makes you so sure the symbol is where the Snidgets are?
I do not know. It is what I have read in the stars. Fortunes play out as they are intended. I am merely a messenger. I shall say that fortune favors us today. That you would show me a symbol whose provenance I recognize is not coincidence, but fate.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the Snidgets once again.
On another adventure, are we?
How remarkable.
I got here as soon as I could.
Did you see the symbol above the entrance? It's the one the mooncalfs made at the henge. Of course Doran implied as much, but to see it up there...
Could this actually be where the Snidgets are hidden?
Let's find out. Doran's waiting for us just up ahead.
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe it? Actual Snidgets. I'm glad we seem to be a step ahead of the poachers.
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount. We, on the other hand, had Doran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow stumble upon this place, we shall be long gone.
Greetings.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting long, Doran.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do you have the Moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does happen next? What are these pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect. There is only one way to find out. And as for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
Accio!
I wonder if the pillars move at all.
Accio! Protego! Accio!
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Revelio!
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Accio.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Incendio. Accio.
That did it! Look, Doran, a doorway!
I suspect we all know what lies beyond that passage. And now, I'm afraid I must leave you. At least.
You're not coming.
So many books.
You haven't seen my grand study. Look at the murals on the wall. They're all creatures. This place must have been built to protect them. They had nothing to fear.
What makes you say that?
The poacher camps always felt oppressive. It's hard to explain, but
Bombarda.
at least the sense I get here is of safety and calm. Quite the opposite of the poacher camps. I'll wager this isn't the dead end it seems to be. But how to get through?
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos. Oh. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
The plates on the floor have symbols on them.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
wonder if we can find anything else nearby with symbols that match the ones on the plates.
Incendio.
Of course. How clever. Look at this place. What was that?
Not Doran, that's for certain.
Stop right there!
Incendio. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
Up top. They want to fight. You will fall! Back to the dirt, you.
Ready your wands. The fight has only just.
You made a mistake. I'll check your pockets up here. Shall we finish with a cigar? The lamb back for more.
Had hoped to return before it was too late.
We're fine, but if you hadn't got here when you did, I led them here, Doran.
You fought with us against your kind. I am glad to have witnessed this. I now believe all that Doran told me.
They are the ones I saw, Alec.
Finish your work here, brother. All the events you divined have not yet come to pass.
There they are. Now, all that remains is to break the charm.
You want us to...
ever wanted to see them safe, which they are, you should do it. Merlin, they're lovely. But what happens now? They can't care for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance...
No harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Doran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It is you who deserves the merit, child. You did what the poachers would never have. Remember that.
You both fought bravely today. Allow us to carry the mantle from here.
If it's all right, Doran, I think I'd like to stay behind and spend a little more time with the Snidgets.
Incendio! Levioso! Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Rebellion. Levioso! Rebellion! Levioso! Incendio. Potato. Eight legs is simply too many. This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets.
Incendio! Defendo! Bombardо! Expelliarmus!
If only Professor Fig could have seen that.
What are you up to now?
May I?
I have been meaning to speak
I
with...
still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. Rookwood is already gone. Harlow will be next. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
I don't think I can do this now. Best come back. Revelio. Defender. Accio. Repulsor. Levioso. Incendio! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Defendo! Confringo! Accio!
Would you please meet with me in the Great Hall? I have come upon a difficult time and I need a friend.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
I see Doran finally convinced you to leave the Snidgets.
If anyone can keep them out of poacher hands, it's the centaurs. And I wanted to thank you. When the poachers ambushed us, it was nice not to face them alone.
Of course. It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose so. I am glad you came to Hogwarts. It's already been my best year. I wouldn't want a repeat of Horntail Hall, of course, but I did enjoy the Three Broomsticks. Had no idea how lovely it was there.
Had you never been to the Three Broomsticks?
I used to spend most of my time with Highwing, and well, I don't know how Serona feels about hippogriffs popping in for a butterbeer. Highwing's the only one I would have gone with. Or Gran, of course.
Nothing wrong with that. Highwing's good company.
She is. Although I am beginning to see the appeal of human friends. It was nice to talk about my parents and Gran with someone. And share Highwing.
I don't suppose you've heard anything from your parents, have you?
I haven't, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
Does your Gran know that we found the Snidgets?
I couldn't hold it in any longer. I told her everything. She was livid that I'd been anywhere near the poachers, but she confessed that she was rather envious about the Snidgets.
It has all been a pleasure, Poppy. Do try and stay out of trouble.
Don't know that I can. We've taken on poachers twice now, successfully. I rather think you've helped me develop a taste for it. And with centaurs as allies, I might actually go looking for trouble. You and I should meet for a butterbeer soon. Perhaps Highwing can join us?
Some days are more difficult than others.
Lassie, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Mattibelliland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. With Harlow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Revelio!
What's this?
Crucial. Potato. Knowing a meat he's likely studied here.
Please meet me as soon as possible. I received an interesting owl from Joanna Bickle about Harlow. Are you ready to finish Harlow?
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Hallow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Hallow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Agreed. Let's finish this.
Brilliant. Hallow's reign ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
Gullible children, walk right into our trap. A lamp? How delightful.
You've been a thorn in our side long enough.
Crucial.
Look at a little children's playtime. You're going to regret that.
Petrificus totalis!
Potato!
Petrificus totalis!
Little Nat Sioni, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills. Come now, you can do better than that. Can't you?
Your arrogance will be your downfall, Hallow. Mark my words.
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
Bombarda!
It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
Only because of you. How are you feeling?
Well, I've had better days, but Nurse Blaney says that I am on the mend.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
You quickly made the choice to protect me.
I did what I had to, and I would do it again. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? A battle here at Hogwarts, everything we have done to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you.
What sort of world are we in where children solve our problems?
It's George.
Aloha, Mora.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that passed through here.
Castle must have been quite stately in its time. Wasted doing this.
I don't mind breaking a few bones if there's a few galleons in it for me.
That horn Incendio.
You will pay for your deed. You're going to regret that. Expulso!
Incendio.
That's just the beginning. Expulso! You've made a grave mistake.
Incendio.
You will pay for your deed.
Protego. I know your time. We can quickly.
Is that the best you can do?
Protego. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Defendo. Bombardo. No one to share in my victory. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned. Revelio. Accio. Bombarda. Revelio. Revelio. Certainly looks to be the place. Where in Merlin's name am I? Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Protego. Glacius. There we go. Ashwinders. Should have expected company.
I ain't allowed back in Glad Rags on account of my light fingers.
Wait, is that the hypocrite of my treasure?
I quit now while you're still alive. I conduct it. Stupendous. To your knees.
Bombarda. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Protego. Glacius. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa. Better watch my step in here. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Glacius. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
there's treasure here, then there's treasure here.
Incendio! What a dreadful lot. More Ashwinders. It's
Another pitiful beast. This is a... What are your thoughts on electricity? Not in luck.
Venite.
Expulsion! Can't hold up. You're going to regret that.
Bombarda. Incendio.
Oh.
Confringo.
Petrificus Totalis! Get yourself out of that one! Petrificus Totalis! What shall you do now? Petrificus Totalis! No! Petrificus Totalis!
Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself. What's this? Some sort of treasure map? Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio! Revelio. Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends.
You.
Petrificus
I can Benito. There'll be more of that. Accio. Serve your mistress. Incendio. I won't go down as easy.
Petrificus
Incendio. Potato. Accio. Incendio. Bombard. No one takes Confringo. Defender.
Petrificus prepare!
This looks like the spot from the treasure map. did it. And look, treasure. This looks like trouble. Incendio!
Sentinel's quieter than you.
Trafficus Totalis!
Untempered meanderance to the mind brings sure ruin.
We all have our paths carved.
Mine's Robin.
I know.
Rookwards don't go down. No! Expulsion!
This is not going well for you.
We'll pay for your deed.
Beer, what was that?
You there!
I see it.
Incendio! Your life before you might want to look up. Join the view. I'd like to be put down. Expulso!
You
Flash of inspiration. Expulso!
you will not survive this.
Expulso! Crucio!
Revelio. my wing.
Aloha Mora.
Involved in the failed coup visit the castle, but you didn't lose the battle, so well done.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. 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 Lumos. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Lumos.
Deke thinks you've made marvelous improvements here.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
It's a wonderful.
Revelio. There. Not going to hurt you.
Huh.